Salakia, Salakia. Goddamn devil, man. I don't know what happened. It just blacked out. Literally, the screen just blacked out. My phone ain't dead. I got shit. My phone is fully charged right now, and it just blacked out. It ain't hot outside, so it ain't the heat. You know what I'm saying? But we know what that's about. We already know what that's about. Principality. All right, let's keep it going, though. I left off on Zechariah, the 5th chapter. Um, I low key want to move my area. Give me a second, Aki. I can just speak real quick. Khan, the water, Yabashim Shai. Shabbat Shalom to you brothers and you few sisters out there as well. I kind of want to move. I think it was a fruit cup kept on looking at me and shit. Goddamn demons bothering me and shit. But call to Wahab. It's all good in the hood. Get my ass over here real quick. All right, so let's go back to Zechariah, the 5th chapter. Zechariah, there we go. So this is God damn, man, everything just starting to trip out on me. Okay, so this is Zechariah 5, and I'm gonna start from verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. Now this is the precept that I left off on Malachi, Malachi the 4th chapter and the 5th verse, if a brother can post that back up, Bible Kushah. And he said unto me, why seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. You see? So the chariots is actually a curse to this place. Okay? Because when they come, they finna do damage, man. You know, the chariot, which are the angels. So it's a two mechanism, you know, which is beautiful. The Lord's gonna have chariots destroy this place, all right, and ultimately the fathership, which is Yahushai, all right, is gonna blast this bitch to smithereens, and then you're gonna have the elect being beamed up simultaneously. You see, so it's gonna, and that's Revelation 15. All right, the sea mingled in glass and fire. The elect is gonna see the destruction of this place. Okay, they're gonna, as the elect gets beamed up, this place is gonna be going up in flames, man. So that's that curse. Then he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth for over the face of the whole earth. You know, the water. And remember back in the day, it was called a flying saucer. Now they done switched up the names tons of times. All right, a flying saucer, you know, a UFO. Now they call them aerial phenomenons or something like that, whatever it's called, you know. So that's what's finna, and now we see the chariots all over now. This can't be hid. You know, the chariots can't be hid now, so we know that's that curse going into that Malachi, you know, before the Lord, before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. You got to put up verse verse 6. It says, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For one that stealeth shall be cut off on this side, America, Babylon, according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side, according to it. You see, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. See, this is the house of the thief, America. The riches, injuries got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people into another. You see? That's an apocrypha. And I will bring it forth, and saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. Now remember, well, I don't remember. I wasn't born. But I can't, it was back in 19, who was it? I don't know if it was Eisenhower. I don't know what, I can't remember the president at the time, but the chariot that was on top of, not literally, but above the White House. Okay? That chariot that was above the White House, it had entered into the house of the thief, man. You know? Came right in. And everybody was afraid and scared, man. And then remember, Reagan had that famous speech. All right? And that famous speech was about what? The angels, man. Yahweh. You know? He was at the UN. All right? He said that we would put all of our differences aside, roughly paraphrasing, we'll put all our differences aside to fight. That's in Apocrypha, the 13th chapter. Second, that's the 13th chapter, man. So the prophecies is lining up perfect. Okay? It says, and into the house of him that swear falsely by. Okay, verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. So that's the destruction that's going to take place, man. You see? And this is why, when you hear this message, you got to flee out of the midst of Babylon, meaning you got to get up out of this place mentally, spiritually. All right? Well, 2/3 of our people, man, they not gonna get out. They're gonna be stuck in this place, man. You see, they're gonna be the fuel to the fire. They're gonna be the logs, you know, the logs when you're doing a barbecue and you put those extra logs in there, you know, to keep that fire going. Well, that's gonna be 2/3, man. Why? Because they're gonna accept the image of the beast, and they're gonna accept that charagma. They're gonna accept the C hip. Put the C with the hip, and what do you have? That incision. Okay? And if you don't have the right teachers, man, your mindset is going to be captivated with what's going on in Babylon, man. If you don't have that mentality that this place is going to get destroyed, well, guess what? You're going to be destroyed. You see? That's right. Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. That's right. You see? Beholding the evil and the good. So guess what? This place is going to get judged, man. Okay? For worshiping that image in the beast. Okay? So let's go back. Let's go back to the notes. What I got written down. Isaiah 28:15. Let's get that. Hey, and so it says Judah is warned. Okay? Isaiah 28:15. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye scornful men, that rule this people which is in Jerusalem. Now it's a people before it's a place. So it's talking to you wicked leaders, man. You see? Because you wicked leaders are going to get Jake to accept this thing, man. It's just like Yohanan. All right, General Yohanan, what did he say? He said to take the stab. And then he said the Lord don't give a damn if you got no microchip in you. If I believe he said that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, Salakia. But if I'm not mistaken, General Yohana said the Lord don't give a damn if you get a microchip in you or something to that effect, because you got guys teaching against it. You got Bishop Nathaniel Allah, or General Nathaniel Allah, all right, talking madness according to the C-Hip. That weak ass breakdown. That's a new. What the scriptures speak about. What is it in holes? Cisterns. Cisterns of holes or something to that effect. If a brother know what I'm talking about. You know, that holds no water. You know. So Isaiah 28:15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. Yeah, that's Jake being in league and then lined up with this system. They made a covenant with death. All right? And that death is what? The image of the beast and its mark. That's that death. You made a covenant with Esau. With the New World Order. Because you have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell we are at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. Yeah, because stupid ass niggas believe that Esau is going to protect them and save them. They think, you see, you have something called FEMA pastors. You know, FEMA pastors, and these are those that have that 501c3 charter. So when anything goes on in America, what happens is they're going to get the leaders to gear the minds of the congregation or the people to accept whatever's happening. If it's concentration camps, let's go to this concentration camp. Everything is bad. You know, if there's if there's another pandemic, which it will be, and it's going to be worse, another pandemic is going to be worse. And what they're going to do, they're going to instruct people to go into these concentration camps, man. And we know what's going to be in those concentration camps. If a brother can get 2 Ezra 16 and 69, they're going to consent unto them. When martial law happens, what's going to happen is Jake going to get carted off. And they're going to use these leaders, these puppet leaders, to do so. You know? In the beginning of, I believe the movie, damn, it's with all the women that was in all white. And they were being servants. Damn, it was right in the beginning of Jake was getting hauled off in tanker trucks to certain facilities. You know, that's why they've been shut down all the Walmarts and so on and so forth. Because they're going to be concentration camps. So this is the mind of a wicked Jake. They said, when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood we have hid ourselves. Yeah, Jake is going to lead the people into these chipping booths, man. So when things crack off, they going to think that that paycheck that Esau have gave them is going to still apply. No, they're going to hit you with the butt of the gun and going to throw your ass in there too. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tri-stone, a precious stone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. Yeah, those that believe in Yahushua will not make haste, man. Okay? Those that are set up on the foundation of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. You see? Because you made Egypt, you believed in Egypt. Let's get that in Isaiah the 3rd. Let's go 2 chapters over. Actually, Isaiah 30. This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You see? So the wicked Israelites, all right, the Israelites that's going to be docile and the mummies of our nation, so to speak, they're going to take counsel, but not from the true prophets. They're going to take counsel from the false leaders, man. The Judas goats, the wolves in sheep's clothing. You see? And they're going to take that counsel, and they're going to cover themselves by the shadow of Egypt. What's going to say it? That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right? So a shadow is a protector. You know? Like when it's beaming hot outside, you have a shadow, you go to the shade, and you get, you get protected by that shade. Well, Jake, pardon me, Jake is going to put themselves under the shadow or the shade of Egypt, which is the protection, because guess what? It's going to get real bad. It's going to get real bad out here, to the point where you're not going to be able to eat. Okay? You're not going to be able to work, except if you have that charagma. You see? Because this new way of life, they're already making things cashless. They're making this into a cashless society. Okay, the CBDC. Everything's finna get electronic. The technology, we are in what is known as the fourth industrial revolution. The fourth, which is the new digital age, which is the mixture of digital and biometric singularity, infusing the people with technology. And that technology that you're going to be infused with is the charagma. That's going to be the new way of life. Okay? That will be the new way of life. So it says that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So they're going to trust in this new system. Those that are joined into the image, the beast image, and its mark, is going to be destroyed. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Because you're going to think that this is a better way of life, a better way of living. Instead of having faith in the Heavenly Father and His Son, you're going to go into the devil when you can't eat, and not remembering that the Lord provides all provision. The Lord provides all food and water, not this devil. But see, this devil is going to try to take those necessities away from you and box you in. See, the world is about to get boxed in. Whether you're going to go with the devil, or whether you're going to go with Yahweh Shemel Shai. The line is going to be drawn in the sand, which already is. The line drawn in the sand. It's a betwixt those that serve and worship Yahweh Shemel Shai, and then those that serve and worship the image of the beast, which is this new system. And to prove your true allegiance, you must get that you must be pricked. That's what happened in the Roman Empire. Okay? The slaves had to be branded and censored with the ivy leaf. That's in history. Because what? This is the Roman Empire all over again. Okay? This is Rome all over again. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Okay? Let's get where we at? Second Ezra 16 and 19. Let's get that. Because I made mention of the concentration camps. Because that's going to be the place where a lot of people are going to get pricked. Let's get the Apocrypha. Uh-oh. I believe it's 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Let's go to the 69th verse. Actually, let's go to 67. It says, behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. Right. The hour of temptation. Jacob's trouble. Okay? The Lord is going to lead and guide you up out of trouble if you trust in him. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Those are the concentration camps. That's that overflowing scourge that's going to take place. Okay? For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude, the troops, is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, which is the sea hip. All right? And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. So when you get it, it's not going to be a good thing. They're going to portray that it's going to be the best possible solution to the problem. You know? They that consent unto them shall be had in derision. Okay, you're going to be in a effed up situation. Because let's not forget about the sore. When you get that sea hip, you're going to get a sore, which is a form of cancer. So you're going to be all jacked up. Before you get destroyed by the missiles, you're going to be jacked up eternally in your body. You're going to be had in derision. You're going to find out this was the wrong thing to do. This is Revelation 16 and Revelation 16 and 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying, the seventh angel, go your way and pour out the veils of wrath of the Most High upon the earth. You see that? So wrath is coming. Vengeance. Okay? Evil. That's what I explained in that first part. But the devil clipped it. All right? Going into that evil, that misery, that destruction time. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. So this is, you're gonna think this is the best case scenario, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be a grievous sore that's gonna be upon you, man. All right, and that sore. Let's look up sore. See, this is y'all. Look, 2/3 gonna be had in derision. Noisome and grievous upon the man which. Here we go. Sore. Helkos. Helkos. It says a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. Okay? And we've already had accounts where, it was a few years back, maybe like 6 years ago, a Judite woman, said that she was poked up a couple of times. And she said her body is always in pain, it's always aching. She can hear like antenna type of vibrations because it's electronically charged, man. Okay? So it's basically filled up with radiation, man. And radiation causes what? Cancer. That's that ulcer. That's that sore. So if you get this thing, man, you're going to be had in derision and you're going to be in a fucked up situation. And then you're going to die by the missiles. See, those that get that sea hip, is destined to get hit by the missiles, man. Okay? For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in a reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So then they're going to come and attack and come against the prophets. Okay?